What's good, guys? It's Alex from No Tech, and we have an Apple bag. That means we have an Apple product to unbox today, the iPhone XR, Apple's third iPhone of the year. The iPhone XR, iPhone XS, and the iPhone XS Max. And this one just came out. It's the cheapest one of the three. It's $749. We're going to open this one up right now. So one thing unique about this phone is that this is a multicolored phone. This is the most colors Apple has thrown out on a launch of a phone for quite a long time. It reminds you a lot of like the 5C and like the iPods. We've been missing that, and I have this product red color, which I absolutely love. There's a bunch of colors, but this one I thought looked the most refined. You got your paperwork here, you got your SIM tray, SIM remover, you got some quick start guides. Pretty standard stuff. If you've unboxed an iPhone in recent years, it's exactly the same. Nothing brand new here. And then we got the beautiful phone here. This is the iPhone XR in the product red, and look at that sharp, beautiful color. We've seen this red color on other iPhones before. I was going to pick like the blue or yellow or coral because those are new colors, but I did once again think this is more refined in terms of how it looked. I didn't really like how the frame looked on the frame color on the yellow and also the blue, and this one just fits seamlessly. Let's boot it on though and take a look at everything else before we continue with the phone. We have our charging brick, standard Apple charging brick they've been using for a while now for the iPhones, and we have earpods, wired earpods that they include. Very nice. And of course, our charging cable, which is a Lightning port cable to a USB-A. I was very disappointed that there's no USB-C here, but that's Apple for you. But yeah, anyway, here's the phone in that product red color. Sharp color. Very nice. It's the back is different from the XS. That's a whole nother video we can talk about. Also, you can see a camera hub. There's a single camera here, whereas the XS has two cameras, dual cameras. This one only has one, and it's a single 12 megapixel camera, the same single camera as the one on the XS. On the bottom, we have one speaker that works also with the earpiece to have a dual speaker system, and that's not a USB-C port. It looks like it, but it's not. It's still a Lightning connector, which unfortunately is what Apple's sticking with. And then we have our volume rockers and our silent notification toggle. And we have the flash and the camera. All right, well, the first thing we should get into is this is running the same processor as the XS. So you're getting essentially the same performance. You really should not notice too much of a performance difference. It's using the Apple A12 Bionic chip, which is their newest chip. So I'm expecting really good things from it. 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, or 256 gigabytes of storage. No SD card support, micro SD card support. So the only difference here is that the XS can go one step higher at 512 gigabytes. What else? In terms of battery life, this is supposed to have a bigger battery. It's supposed to have a bigger, longer battery life than the XS. A lot of that is because it does not have an OLED screen. It does not have an OLED screen. It has a regular LCD screen, no Super Retina OLED. And it's a 6.1 inch screen. Also, the camera. There are slight things that it doesn't do as well as the XS. We'll get into that in a review video, but it basically has the same 12 megapixel single camera, and there's a lot of good things I've heard about it. We're off the Pixel 3, so I'm expecting a lot of things in the near future doing comparisons between these two cameras. But let's look at the phone. Look at the bezels. The bezels are thicker here than the XS. It's a 6.1 inch LCD screen. It's 828 pixels. It's 1792 by 828 pixels, and it's 326 ppi. So the ppi count is lower than the XS because the XS is also a smaller, more compact screen, so the pixel count is higher. But that is a little troubling that we don't even have 1080p on a $750 phone, which is really expensive. And there is no excuse. Yes, the screen is perfectly fine. Yes, look at the viewing angles. It looks good. Apple has always done a good job with their displays. They've always been top notch. But come on. I mean, 2018, 720, downgraded 1080p. We're getting downgraded 1080p here. It's just, it's time Apple kind of just gets with the times. 1080p, just put it popping up to 1080p. There's no need to have 828p. That doesn't. Yeah, that's we'll talk about in the review. But the bezel wise, we'll see if this really bothers me. Right now, it's not that big of a deal, but a lot of people hate the bezels around here. It's much thicker than on the 10s or previous iPhones. So the iPhone 10R is running iOS 12, and it has Face ID, no fingerprint scanner once again, also no headphone jack. That's standard stuff now. And one important thing to know about this particular phone is that it absolutely does not have 3D touch. So the iPhone XS has 3D touch, and iPhone XS Max has 3D touch, but they stripped it from the 10R, which is kind of interesting because last year's starting point, which is almost this exact starting point on the iPhone 8, there was 3D touch on the iPhone 8, and yeah, I mean, Apple's excuse is that they had to, take something out to hit this price point. Well, $750 is not cheap. It's a big chunk of money. But anyway, my name is Alex with Sipping on Tech. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. We're going to have a lot of great videos featuring this phone and also the Pixel 3. And we're going to do a lot of comparisons. I mean, this is the battle that we've been all waiting for. We're going to do a lot of videos. Let me know what you guys want to see. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!